What I really like about Zach is he's willing to try. You know, and he's only a 2-year student. He's actually a senior. He's pleasant. I mean, he's great to have around as a student. He works hard. You know, he'll stay focused because I think part of it, he knows that he only has 2 years to try to fit 3 years in. So he's really taking advantage of every opportunity he can, get as far along as he can. And I think between his work ethic, his wonderful personality, easy to get along with, it's just going to carry him far wherever he goes to work. He was nominated because just the overall work ethic and applying himself. So many times you get students who have the ability but just can't find it in themselves to apply it. And for someone who is in high school to find that ability and say, you know what, I've got to put in the time, the effort, I've got to take the theory part very serious, I've got to take the hands-on part seriously, and to say, look, this is something I came here for, I chose, I'm going to try to do something with the time that I have here so that I can be successful in the future. I want all my students to be successful, okay? But there are some that I will go out on the line if they don't find their own job, that I will make calls personally to set up an interview for the kid. And Zach's going to be one of them. All right, so I would call, if Zach comes to me and it's the spring, he doesn't have a job and he decides not to go on to school, okay, Zach, I'm going to call so-and-so, I'm going to call so-and-so, I'm going to set you up an interview, let's get you out there. Our industry is screaming for good people. I think it's important when I get somebody that I would hire myself, and I think that's the key. I would actually hire him myself, then I will go out of my way to try to find that kid a job personally. The brain, the hands-on, and the personality. Those three combinations opens the whole world to you. Some kids I have good in one and not good in the other, and they struggle. You know, I got some kids who, man, they will work your heart out, but they just can't comprehend the higher end stuff, okay? Or they've got the nicest personality in the world, but man, they really struggle. Zach has it. And again, that's what it boils down to. You get that whole thing, seeing him put the effort forward, knowing he's trying to take advantage of his limited time here and advancing himself.
I've always been in this, really. Ever since I was very little, my dad always took me out, and he's always been the kind of handyman everyone always called on to come, because he always seemed to know the most about it, a little bit about everything. So people would call him in, and they would, like for example, a lady we went to when I was about 10. She couldn't fix her sink, so we came in, we replaced all of her pipes, we went in and pulled her whole sink out, put a new one in, and then ever since I was little, I've always liked pulling stuff apart, putting it back together with new pieces, or just fixing things, or troubleshooting, really. Trying to figure out why things don't work the way they do, or why they should, the way they should work, but they don't. I've always liked to fix things. But when I found out I got this award, I was shocked, because I've loved building things, and it's mind-blowing to me how someone can take a couple strands of wire and make a circuit, or someone can take a couple bits of tubing together and that's plumbing, or how the list goes on, really. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me. I just love it, to be honest. There's just no other way to explain it. I enjoy mentoring my other students, and I like it. I like to teach other people stuff. Like upstairs with Travis, he sometimes asks me for help when he doesn't understand how a circuit works the way it should, and it's cool to pass that knowledge on to someone. Mr. P, he has taught me that there's always a way to fix something. There's always a way around something. I shouldn't say there's a way around something, but there's a reason that things go together the way they should. Like electrical, for example, there's a reason that you wire for 220 or for 240. There's a reason why there's so much resistance that can go through a circuit. There's a reason why you need a certain pipe for a certain amount of water pressure, or the list goes on, really. I mean, he's taught me a lot about it, and I'm in debt to him, to be honest. I mean, without him, I really wouldn't know anything beyond what my own dad has taught me. Do your best. Always do your best. Be the best. Well, just do your best, really. It's all you can do in life is always do your best. Whether it's in the classroom, whether it's a job, whether it's your home life. Always do the best you can. Always be yourself.